Hand off from the gun. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Texas A&M going quickly. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
A&M comes back out with another first down. The RPO fired complete to the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast and then make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down. And now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Under fire. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the Raptors are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
Know what it is, boy.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Slam, I come through. Elbows and foes and expensive clothes. Candy paint our cars, big booties on our hoes. Got dollars and I'm lost in race in the south with a truck up, bitch, I'm weighing foes. I sip codeine, that's a styrofoam. 2017 is the kind of grind I'm on. I ain't never love a bitch, so I ride alone. Probably why them niggas ain't kinda shine them on. Big gang trucks with the big wheels and the Cadillacs with the big wheels. We from the hood that we keep still. If you try to jack, you gon' get killed. I don't wear my bridges tight, I wear them loose. Active and sleep for all my footwear, homie, I've got too many shoes. I'm a man in my city, tell them niggas I won't lose. Force that pad in my nigga, hope we still gon' talk the deuce.
Find me in the hood, in the city that I claim. Moving slow like the music that I bash screwed up. Bitch, I'm from Texas, yeah, bitch, I'm from Texas. Bitch, I'm from Texas, yeah, bitch, I'm from Texas. Glass underneath, big, my block, pop, my trunk. Chain, full of rocks. Bitch, I'm from Texas, yeah, bitch, I'm from Texas. Bitch, I'm from Texas, yeah, bitch, I'm from Texas.
You can find me in HOUSTON, riding in, candy trim on poking rims with a 10 and a friends. Trade the truth, riding right behind. 2 cups full and I'm on my grind. Talking down, respect my mind. I show you boys how Texas get down. Rolex time, top left back on my nuts cause I got that sack. Papered up, took the roof, bitch stack. Hoes wanna hate, but it don't mean jack. Where there's money, that's where I'm at. That Texas grind, that's all I know. Bang a screw and drink Big Mo. It's basically getting that dough, bro.
Outside where the boss ride. Every day I go play outside, leaving them haters mouth wide. Can't be denied when they see me slide through the hood like I live there. Shit, I got a few cribs there. All my G's still chill there. We barbecuing them ribs there. Smoke blunts and sip punch like it's lunch. Every day we do it. Listening to nothing but Texas music. Perfect match for that good fluid. Find me in the hood of the city. I claim everybody down in H-Town know me, man. It ain't a choice I can't change. I'ma rep the North like I gang bang.
Find me in the hood, in the city that I claim. Moving slow like the music that I bash screwed up. Bitch, I'm from Texas, yeah, bitch, I'm from Texas.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Throws for the tight end. He's got him wide open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Reed. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Aggie. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Continues to fight for yards. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Plows through the defense. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here comes the heat. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. It's Sayin.
Man, come on, give me that pick.
At the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead.
Weak ass shit.
You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Sayin. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Lets it fly. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Finds his man. It's Tate. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. The give to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Forced out of the pocket. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. They'll try to get the first through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Bitch, I'm from Texas, yeah, bitch, I'm from Texas. Bitch, I'm from Texas, yeah, bitch, I'm from Texas.
I got a badass bitch, parked outside, yellow diamond my wrist. If it's dark outside, pull a little bitch and I catch ghosts. Just a little kid from the ghetto, never had shit, but I got a little bit when I got a couple hits under this belt. So the H up, nigga, I ain't tryna belch and nothing. Ain't got a whole lot of money, but I'm wealthy money. I sip a whole lot of drink, but I'm healthy. Mommy, daddy was cool, but he really can't tell me nothing. Nah. Everybody think a nigga locked up. John Kirko, he did blew up from the H-Town worldwide, nigga, what's up?
I'm from Port Arthur, Texas, let's get that straight off the top. That's where the hustling and the grinding and the hating don't stop. From west side to the east, we out here ducking the cops. And coming down, candy painted on them motherfucking chops. It's the land of the trio, that's where the whole thing came from. And it ain't just a word of where a rapper get his name from. It's a way of life, and we live it to the fullest. For years we represented it with blood, sweat, and bullets. Oh, I'm from Texas.
In the hood, in the city that I claim. Moving slow like the music that I bash screwed up. Bitch, I'm from Texas, yeah, bitch, I'm from Texas. Bitch, I'm from Texas, yeah, bitch, I'm from Texas. Glass underneath, beat my block, pop my joint, chain full of rocks. Bitch, I'm from Texas, yeah, bitch, I'm from Texas. Bitch, I'm from Texas, yeah, bitch, I'm from Texas.
DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Quick release on the RPO. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback.
Going deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Going for a big play right off the bat. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense
come on.
They were ready for it. Make sure that one fell incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really effective.
Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
You cannot say enough about this quarterback's toughness on that one. Staring downfield, knowing he's going to get absolutely blasted by the defender, and still somehow able to deliver an accurate throw way down the field. It just does not get any better than that from the quarterback position.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
What a great job by this defense. You get third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, fourth down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on off.
Touchdown, Tigers. The offense cashing it in on that drive. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Pocket breaking down. Loose ball squirting all over the place, and it went out of the back of the end zone. That'll be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll do it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The option look. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense has it, they're on the move. He's loose down the left side. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice.
Let me get another one of them boys, boy. Yeah, that's more like it.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the option. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Got a man, it's Davidson. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Oh, the sweet feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Sets up the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They brought the heat and they get him on the ground, and a 4th down sack stops this drive cold.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Rush is on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around and find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Makes the grab. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen,
looking to get it in the end zone, and down he goes. They were trying to tie the game, but they are denied, still down by 2. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air, it's Klubnik. Steps away. Gets rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This quarterback, man, is scary fast. I think sometimes he's too fast. I think on a play like that, sometimes when you're on the run, you just want to sort of settle yourself a little bit, get your feet under you so you can make a more accurate throw.
Off play action. Fires left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Ooh, and they almost had another one. And this defense is dialed in, man. The interception of the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Slings it downfield. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
And your goal of a defense is to stop him, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just
a shot toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I
throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Skips away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Williams. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Randall. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Looking for a man, it's Clutton. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Got out of trouble and throws. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really...
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he reels it in inside the 30. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Give me that shit.
What a great stick by the defender. But how about this? Quarterbacks like a smooth pocket where they can step up, set their feet. That defense did not give him that. Hit him while he's throwing the football. Made it easy for the defender to run underneath it and create an interception.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Reed. Catch in the middle, it's Craven. Racing to the right. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And that one will give them the lead.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
And they'll try to tack on 2. And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the 2-point conversion.
I like it. Nice Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Clemson jumps to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Looking for a crease to the left. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing.
Makes the grab plenty for the first down. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And they're showing their intentions early in the game. It's
it's bad,
we're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Slithers into space. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Now adjusting. Fires on the move. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Another incompletion on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. There he goes to the left. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. Fourth down by one possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Aggies! They move on top here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
The snap sets up the throw. The quick out. Couldn't make his way in. The two-point conversion fails, and we still have a 5-point game here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. Touchdown,
bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Oh, they're after him. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the...
Looking for a huge play. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Gonna look downfield again. Buys a little extra time. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
I tell you what, you got to love the way this defense attacks downhill. I mean, they see QB run, they pull the trigger. They're not waiting. There's not a lot of guys standing around watching, playing so fast, stringing that thing out, nowhere to go with the football. He can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On the move, he fires. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Grab near the marker. It's Moss. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
That's good for Fighting Texas.
To throw, it's Reed. Here's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And he goes to the ground,
Oh,
and
nice.
that's how this game is going to end. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the